Hello everybody, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today's video is going to be about SoFi Bank, SoFi stock. This is a stock that I got behind, super strong, I'm super convicted, and I am a long-term investor when it comes to SoFi. The SoFi community, in my personal opinion, is the third largest community when it comes to stocks in general. The first and second would be Tesla and Palantir, or Palantir over Tesla. Those are the two biggest communities, followed very closely by the SoFi community. Maybe I'm wrong, but those three are the biggest communities in fintech or stock twit stocks, whatever you want to call the communities. That's what I believe are the three biggest communities. I absolutely love the SoFi community and I love the stock. The more I dig deep, the deeper I dig, not only for the company, but the M&A, mergers and acquisitions, as well as the CEO, Anthony Noto, the more and more I love this company. So today's video is going to be exactly that. Let's first review the price action over the course of the last week, the last month. Let's see how I'm doing in my own public portfolio. And then I'm going to go over some big news when it comes to SoFi, including their merger and acquisitions. With that said, if you want to buy me a cup of coffee and you want to become a channel member and you want to see some of my plays, feel free to click down the link down below. It's $3 a month. Feel free to click the link down below to support me, $3 a month. You buy me a cup of coffee and you get exclusive content like the crypto content that I pulled out earlier today. Let's get right into the video, shall we? This is SoFi. Currently, we closed the day at $9.07. We are getting so close to that very sweet $10 a share. Psychologically, $10 a share is where we went to our all-time high over the last 52 weeks. This is where we are for the last week, 8.5% up. For the last month, we are 10% up. For the last 6 months, we are 75% up. For the last year to date, we are 95% up. For the last year, we are 50% up. However, we are still down from our IPO or our SPAC acquisition when we actually started moving. So we're still down. We still have room to grow. All in all, SoFi has a really nice chart going up. This is the last chart for 6 months, and I know it's not showing it right here, but SoFi actually hit $10 on this day, or right around that day. So it did hit a 52-week high of $10. So that's very important. Currently, the public portfolio did really well today. I'm up around $7,700 in the public portfolio today alone. We crossed that $500,000 mark. Congratulations to any of my channel members or anybody that's been with me for quite a while on this channel. No, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is financial advice, nor would I ever want to give you financial advice, but I am pretty transparent and I share my plays with my community, specifically for my channel members. And for my channel members, we got into this SoFi play specifically. And in this SoFi play specifically, although SoFi is up 3.79%, I am up, or the community is up 6.85 on this specific play. Total, we are up 12.23% at $1,500. Our current market value for this specific account is $13,572. Altogether, I believe that I am up over 5 figures in SoFi between all of my different accounts, so shout out to SoFi. Now, there is really big news about SoFi. I want to give a shout out to Jesse Dow. That's why I'm going to be giving you his link. I'm going to leave his link down below. As you can see, SoFi is now upping their rates. Their APY is now 4.4%. It was 4.2%. Then they raised it to 4.3% to compete, and now it's at 4.4%. That's very important because it's now a 0.10% higher than PayPal's savings account. Yes, PayPal also has a savings account, except you don't need a direct deposit. So it's very important that SoFi keeps pushing the limits and keeps competing with the likes of Robinhood, giving even 4.65%. So in order to get that on your savings account, you would need to have a direct deposit. And even if you don't have a direct deposit, they also are giving a very lucrative rate. This is the rate right here. This is Jesse Dow's link right here. Jesse Dow gives us a lot of options play, so why not support Jesse Dow? If you haven't signed up for SoFi checking and savings account yet, you should give it a try. Use my link below because it pays to actually know the product that you're investing in, and it only takes a minute. And this is the actual post right here. It was posted by Data Driven Investing, 4.4%. Yes, we've increased your savings APY to 4.4%. This is very, very important, again, because they are pushing the limit. Another thing that came out today, SoFi Bank, guys. If you didn't know, SoFi Bank's credit card is a MasterCard credit card, except they were not the ones that was issuing the credit cards. They are changing this right now. Notice of changes to SoFi credit card holder agreement. Hello, SoFi members. We are reaching out regarding an important update to your SoFi credit card account. On August 30th, 2023, which is going to be at the end of next month, guys, the issuing bank of your SoFi credit card account will change from the Bank of Missouri to SoFi Bank. We have updated the SoFi credit card holders agreement in cardholder agreement to reflect SoFi Bank as the issuer of your SoFi credit card account. In addition to several changes detailed below, you can find an update down below. And then they say, do you need to do anything? What exactly has changed? And they talk about fees, things like that. That's very, very, very important. Why is it very, very important? SoFi as a bank needs to issue their own credit cards. There's no need to use a third-party bank or third-party provider. At the end of the day, SoFi Bank, through their mergers and acquisitions, is a third party to help other people out via Galileo, for example, which I'll get into in just a moment. So again, it's very, very important that the products that SoFi offers is all offered under one roof. You see, at the end of the day, SoFi wants to have everything under one roof. They want to be the AWS of finance, of banking, so on and so forth. And in order to do that, they got to keep pushing the envelope and moving forward, not only with mergers and acquisitions, but new offerings and upgrading their offerings left and right. Between the 4.4% and the new notice of an actual SoFi MasterCard credit card, I believe this is one of the reasons why the price of SoFi is going up. Now, I'm going to share a tweet in just a moment, and I'm going to share a 2-minute clip of Anthony Noto, the CEO of SoFi, speaking and explaining all the core pillars of SoFi and expanding on those core pillars of SoFi. And then you're going to understand why it's very, very important right now that SoFi is offering their own credit card. One of the reasons why I love SoFi so much is because there is so much room for innovation, and they are actually innovating all the time. They are always looking to push the envelope. They are always looking to introduce something new. This might not sound like a big deal, but this is just another step forward to the future of SoFi. Shout out to my man, Riley Smelly. He says right now SoFi is built on 4 technology cores: lending, checking and savings, credit cards, investments. SoFi is working on getting this down to just 1. Once this happens, the AWS of Fintech begins. And this is going to be a clip from Anthony Noto speaking back in, I believe, 2020 when they acquired Galileo and another acquisition, which I'm going to cover in just a moment. Let's listen to Anthony Noto speak, who's the CEO of SoFi.
Galileo does provide a core technology and a ledger to its partners. What it doesn't provide is a multi-product core technology. SoFi, uniquely, because we have more than one product, we need more than one core technology as well, one product core technology. And it so happens, because we've blitzscaled our way into the marketplace, that we have a core technology we built for ourselves in lending. We have a core technology for checking and savings that we licensed from somebody. We have a core technology in credit cards that we licensed from a different partner. And then we have a core technology for invest that we licensed from a fourth partner. So we have 4 different cores. Over time, we want to have one core. We want to have one multi-product core that not only serves our current products, but it also allows us to extend to new products we don't have today on that exact same platform. As we were looking for that technology and either partnering or building it ourselves, we found Technisys and 2 other companies. When we started to engage with Technisys, it became obvious to us we should talk to Galileo to see if they would be interested in also having a multi-product core that was extensible for its partners. Most of its partners are only in one product. We came to the realization this was technology that everyone needed, not just SoFi, not just Galileo's partners, but all the traditional financial institutions and banks as well. And that was the motivation behind the acquisition of Technisys. Since we bought it, it's been an asset that I'm super happy we bought. It's been able to bring to the table for us all that we hoped it would. We've now introduced Galileo to Technisys partners, which are primarily outside the United States. We've introduced Technisys to Galileo's partners that are deep in conversation. I think the biggest surprise is the number of inbounds that we've gotten and those interested in talking to Technisys and Galileo together from large financial institutions that sort of validated our thesis that they needed this technology as well. In terms of big wins, the pipeline is pretty rich. We hope to have some wins as we go into 2023 to share with investors. But at this point, we're deep in conversations with a number of partners. In terms of the product sets, we've already had partners adopt some of Technisys products, including Sofi, that they weren't previously using, and we anticipate continuing to see that trend. And then the last element that's something that's now coming to fruition is Technisys and Galileo together going to new greenfield partners that we haven't had connectivity with in the past.
That's really exciting to hear.
All right, guys. First of all, make sure that you follow Riley. He's absolutely a wealth of knowledge when it comes to SoFi and other stocks. At Focus Notice. Definitely give this guy a follow. So, as you heard Anthony Noto speak, the merger and acquisitions are really important, not only for customers, but for SoFi Bank itself, and to cross-breed existing relationships into new relationships. For anybody that is unaware, SoFi did 3 major acquisitions, which I'll go over in just a moment. And then, of course, I asked my friend ChatGPT to break down those acquisitions in plain English to explain what they are and how this helps you. But before I go any further, one of them is going to be a mortgage company. That's self-explanatory. They're able to give you mortgages. That's how they do home loans. The other one is going to be Galileo. Galileo offers basically B2B, business-to-business fintech solutions. They allow you to get credit cards and things like that, accounts like savings accounts. I'm not an expert on this. I actually would love to make a video with Future Investing, Tanner, so he can school me on this, but that's my understanding. They allow businesses to do bank-like products. And then the third one, which I mispronounce all the time, I call it like a tetanus shot, whatever. My Brooklyn Jewish Russian accent can't speak like that, but they essentially make fintech easier for your business. So let's go over exactly the acquisitions. This is the first acquisition, SoFi Technologies to acquire leading fintech mortgage lender, Wyndham Capital Mortgage. This is very self-explanatory. This is what allows SoFi to do mortgages, to give, home lending. This is very important. Very simple. And let's just read really fast. Wyndham Capital would allow SoFi to broaden its suite of mortgage products available to members, enhance unit economics, and take ownerships of any intelligent and scalable platforms that has set the industry standard for a fully digital mortgage experience. The full stack approach is also intended to minimize SoFi's reliance on third-party partners and processes. It's very important to understand anything that SoFi does not offer or any loans that they don't do, that they don't qualify you for, they give to a third party. So they do make a cut on pretty much everything, but obviously it's more lucrative if they could do everything in-house. And that's very important, these mergers and acquisitions that we're talking about. And I quote that SoFi, our mission is to get their money right, and purchasing a home is often one of it, if not the biggest financial decision individuals make in their lives, said Anthony Noto, CEO of SoFi Technologies, so on and so forth, okay? And then they talk a little bit about Wyndham Capital, that they had more than 100,000 borrowers with a 98% satisfaction rating. This is huge. The next acquisition that they made is Galileo, which is one of the businesses that is slacking. So if you're going to look at the charts, one of the reasons why SoFi did bad in the last earnings, although they smashed everything, is Galileo. I was listening to Tanner and SoFi Weekly, and they were speaking to Vitali, and they explained that their second largest Galileo partner left. They left to Visa, and that's why Galileo was slacking. But let's explain what it is exactly. SoFi to acquire Galileo Financial Technologies. SoFi, the online personal finance company, today announced that it has signed a definitive agreement to acquire Galileo Financial Technologies for stocks and cash, and to use their API and payment platform for $1.2 billion. Galileo's digital payment platform enables critical checking and savings account-like functions via its powerful open APIs, providing companies with an easy way to create sophisticated consumer and B2B financial products. The company offerings are accessible via mobile, desktop, and physical credit card. Galileo's API power functionalities include account setup, funding, direct deposit, ACH transfer, IVR, early paycheck direct deposit, bill pay, transaction notifications, check balances, and point-of-sale authorizations, as well as dozens of other capabilities. Galileo processed over $53 billion of annualized payments volume in March 2020, up from $26 billion in September 2019. Obviously, this was a really, really big deal, and this essentially allows you to do banking or banking-like products if you're not actually a bank. That's my understanding to it. Anybody who's from the Sofi crew, feel free to break it down a little bit better for me. And finally, this is a huge acquisition as well. Sofi completes acquisition of Tetnesys, which I call Tetnesys, and that's what I'm going to call them. Tetnesys adds a unique strategic technology and businesses to the Sofi family, bolstering Sofi in its pursuit to provide best-in-breed products as a one-stop shop financial service platform and completing the enhancing Sofi's Galileo business and Sofi's overall pursuit to build the AWS of fintech. The combined Galileo Tetnesys technology stack will create what is expected to be only end-to-end vertically integrated banking technology stack, from user interface development capabilities to a customizable multi-product banking core and ledger with fully integrated processing and card issuing availability for Sofi products, Galileo Tetnesys partners, so on and so forth. In a moment, I'm going to show you what ChatGPT said about this, but let's just break it down. The pursuit of everything under one roof is really, really enticing as an investor when it comes to Sofi. It's a really, really big deal. And essentially, Sofi is offering many fintech products. You see, we're in the fintech space right now of Robinhood, Sofi, PayPal, MQ, Square, and many other new banks, many other fintech providers. And at the end of the day, Sofi doesn't check all the boxes, but they check a lot of the boxes of what all these fintechs are offering. So at the end of the day, you kind of get a bag of it all when you invest in Sofi. Let's see what ChatGPT had to say in plain English. I asked ChatGPT to explain it. So I said, Sofi bought Tetnesys and Galileo. Can you summarize what they are and why it's significant? It says that, their knowledge cuts off in 2021. However, they're going to try. Sofi is an American online personal finance company that provides student loan refinancing, mortgages, personal loans, investing, and banking. Tetnesys is a digital banking technology company. Their platform allows traditional banks, new digital banks, and fintechs to redefine their customer experience. And Galileo is a company that provides payment processing solutions to fintechs and financial institutions. It offers a powerful platform for card issuances, expense management, and other financial services. To sum it up, if it is true that Sofi acquired Tetnesys and Galileo, this would be a significant move. The acquisition of Tetnesys would allow Sofi to enhance its digital banking capabilities, while acquiring Galileo could enable Sofi to strengthen its payment processing infrastructure. Both of these acquisitions could help Sofi become a more comprehensive financial services platform, enhancing its services for users and potentially driving further growth to its company. Basically, ChatGPT is saying exactly what Anthony Noto was saying. Sofi is becoming the AWS of fintech. Fuck what you heard. Sofi to the motherfucking moon in the future. Thank you so much. Buy me a cup of coffee, become a channel member. And if not, please follow me on Twitter. Link is going to be down below. If you need a Sofi account, link to Jesse's Sofi link is going to be down below. I'm not a financial advisor. If you win, you win. And if you lose, you lose. Thank God I have $500,000 in this account. It's doing very, very well. This is the public account, not my personal account. Thank you. Have a great day.